Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, my dear learners. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I am fine. I am fine. What about you, dear learners? Alhamdulillah, I am really so fine. And what about you? I hope all of you are fine and safe. This is Shahrina bin Sweetie, assistant teacher of Termunai Madrasa Government Primary School, Borishal Sadar, Borishal. And dear learners, today I am here to take an English class for the students of class 5. And this class is brought to you by Online Pathshala. My dear super learners, I think all of you take your English for today book, exercise book and pen. So, watch the class attentively. Dear learners, today I want to discuss about the previous lesson. Yes, tell me something about the previous lesson. What was our previous lesson? Our previous lesson was about a story, Babul and his family, and the story's name is Cyclone Aila. What was happened with Babul and his family when the cyclone Aila was occurred 2009 25 May. My dear super learners, today we will read this text again. Cyclone Aila. Our today's topic is Cyclone Aila. I write down the topic's name on the board and all of you please write it on your exercise book. Our today's topic's name, Cyclone Aila. Sorry. Dear learners, open your English book at page number 95. At page number 95. Now, we read this text from here by the evening to the sky. Yes, our today's text, the last para at the page number 95. At the page number 95. At first, I read the text. All of you listen to me attentively and point your finger at the first line. Sorry, dear. By the evening, the river was rising. The winds of Cyclone Aila shook the wall of the house as if there was an earthquake. Everyone was afraid. Nipa began to cry. Suddenly, there was an awful noise and the family's roof blew away. The sky was dark, but the family could see trees flying over their heads. Grandmother still says she saw fish flying through the sky. Fish flying through the sky. Dear learners, in this text, many words are really known to you, but I again practice some words and I write the words on the board. Look at this. Earthquake. Sorry. Earthquake. Suddenly. Then awful. awful. Again, noise. Yes, the four words here. The four words here. Now, my dear genius, tell me, what do you mean by earthquake? What do you mean by earthquake? Please speak in English. Okay. Yes. Earthquake means when everything is trembling. Everything is trembling. And it's really a terrible thing. Terrible thing. And the Bengali meaning is bhumikampo. Bhumikampo. Now, suddenly. Suddenly. What do you mean by suddenly? Try. Yes. Suddenly means at once. At once. As like when we don't know anything or we don't gaze anything. We don't gaze anything. That means suddenly or at once. অর্থাৎ হঠাৎ হঠাৎ. Awful. When we feel afraid. When we feel afraid. As like terrible. Terrible. Okay? When we feel fear. When we are afraid. That means awful. ভয়াবহ or ভয়ঙ্কর. ভয়ানক. Next, noise. Noise. Noise means something sound, as like sound, but that's really hurt our ear. Sound. Noise means sound, but that's really hurt our ear. We don't hear this sound. That means noise. Kulahal. Kulahal. কোলাহল বা শব্দ. So my dear learners, now I clean the board and again we read the text. Again we read the text. Okay. By the evening সন্ধ্যার ভিতরে the river was rising. Rising বলতে বোঝাচ্ছে নদীর পানি বেড়ে গেল. The winds of Cyclone Aila shook the walls of the house as if there was an earthquake. Look at this sentence. The winds of Cyclone Aila মানে ঘূর্ণিঝড় আইলার যে সেই ঝোড়ো বাতাস সেটা দেয়ালে ধাক্কা দিচ্ছিল. শুক ঝাঁকাচ্ছিল, ধাক্কা দিচ্ছিল. মানে কি মনে হচ্ছিল? as if মনে হচ্ছিল there was an earthquake. ভূমিকম্প হচ্ছে. Everyone was afraid. Everyone means প্রত্যেকে ভয় পেল. নিপা began to cry. নিপা কাঁদতে শুরু করলো. Suddenly there was an awful noise and the family's roof blew away. হঠাৎ তারা একটি ভয়ঙ্কর শব্দ শুনতে পেল এবং ওই যে পরিবারের যে ঘরটি ছিল ঘরের ছাদটা কি হলো? উড়ে গেল. বাতাসে, সেই ঝোড়ো বাতাসে ঘরের ছাদ উড়ে গেল. The sky was dark, but the family could see trees flying over their heads. আকাশ কি ছিল? অন্ধকার ছিল, কিন্তু তাদের ঘরের উপরে তো ছাদ ছিল না, তাদের ঘরের চাল কি উড়ে গিয়েছিল. এজন্য তারা কিন্তু কি দেখতে পেল যে তাদের এই মাথার উপর থেকে গাছগুলো কি করছে? ফ্লাইং করছে. মানে কি গাছগুলো এরকম এরকম উড়ে উড়ে যাচ্ছে. Grandmother still says she saw fish flying through the sky. দাদিমা কি বলেন যে সে দেখতে পেয়েছিলেন, কি দেখতে পেয়েছিলেন? যে মাছ উড়ে যাচ্ছে। আসলে কি, যখন নদীর পানি বেড়ে যায়, when the water of the river is rising or the water of the pond is rising, then the fishes are jumping. Fishes are jumping from the pond or river. Sometimes we can see this fish on the road. আমরা কিন্তু মাঝে মাঝে বর্ষার সময় পানিতে তোমাদের রাস্তায় সব মাছ দেখা যায় না, দেখা যায় কিন্তু। তাহলে বিষয়টি হচ্ছে এখানে। So my dear learners, I think all of you have completed this text, means all of you have understood the text properly. So now today we rearrange the sentences. আমরা আজকে একটু rearrange করব। আমি কিছু সেন্টেন্সের ভিতরে শব্দগুলো কি করব, এলোমেলো করে দেব, এবং তোমরা সেটাকে কি করতে হবে, মিলাতে হবে, ঠিক আছে? ওকে, rearrange. Rearrange, number 1. Number 1 was river rising the. Was river rising the. So now we rearrange these words to make a meaningful sentence. So my dear genius, try to make a meaningful sentence. Obviously, your answer is right. The sentence is the river was rising. Yes, the river was rising. The river was rising. Now number 2. Number 2. Trees then family see could heads there over the flying. Okay, now try to make a meaningful sentence by rearranging these words. So dear learners, start. Surely, I think all of you really answer the questions. Yes. So, the family could see. Then trees. Flying. Then over their heads. Over their heads. Okay, my dear super learners, in this way we can make a lot of sentences if there are variance, and I think all of you can complete this writing. So now I clean the board, and তোমরা চাইলে এভাবে অনেক রিয়ারেন্স কিন্তু নিজেরা বাড়িতে প্র্যাকটিস করবে, এলোমেলো করে নিজেরা সেন্টেন্সগুলো লিখবে, তারপর আবার সুন্দরভাবে সাজিয়ে লিখবে কি হতে পারে, তাই না? So my dear learners, I think this text at page number 95, by the evening the river was rising, the winds of Cyclone Aila shook the walls of the house as if there was an earthquake. আমরা আজকে যে অংশটুকু পড়লাম তোমরা নিশ্চয়ই খুব ভালোভাবে বুঝতে পেরেছো, এবং এই যে আমাদের রিডিংটা আমরা কমপ্লিট করতে পেরেছি। সো আমরা কিন্তু আজকে কোনো কোশ্চেন নিয়ে কিন্তু প্র্যাকটিস করি না, জাস্ট দুইটা একটু রিয়ারেন্স দেখলাম, এরপর আমরা কোশ্চেন নিয়ে প্র্যাকটিস করবো, অন্যান্য যে কার্যক্রমগুলো আছে ওগুলো আমরা পরের ক্লাসে করবো। সো দ্যাটস অল ফর টুডে। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। আল্লাহ হাফেজ।